So the first thing you need to do is there'll be a program in the link description called, what was it again? Quick Freedom. So once you've downloaded that, it'll come up with a thing called setup.exe on your desktop. Just double click that, click run. If this comes up, just press allow. Usually it doesn't. And then you go to next, 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 next. Create a desktop icon, yeah, next. And then install. And then just wait for that install. It'll only take like 30 seconds, not even that. Then click launch Quick Freedom. Make sure that box is ticked, then press finish. So yeah, obviously you want to jailbreak your iPod Touch. So yeah, you click jailbreak. So yeah, once this little window comes up, the next thing you have to do, you need to download libusb. So to do that, there'll be another link in the description and the libusb software. So you just download that and it'll appear on the desktop. So what you do, this is very important, this only applies to Windows Vista and Windows 7 users, not Windows XP, because you're already on it. You need to go to the libusb file, right click, go down to properties, and then it should come up with this, and then you need to go to compatibility. Make sure this box is ticked here. Run this program compatibility mode for Windows XP Service Pack 2. Make sure that is clicked. Then press apply. Don't just press OK, because sometimes that doesn't really work. You got to press apply, wait for it to like load, and then press OK. Yeah, so once you've got the libusb file, once you've changed it to that thing that I just showed you then it's okay. You can double click on it and run it. Then you need to click next. I accept the agreement, don't worry about that, it's just like tons of computer language. Next, 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 install. This won't take long, this is only to create the custom firmware, and it should work any second. There you go. It'll come up with this completing the USB window, and of course make sure this box is ticked. Click finish, and all this crazy scrolling around will come up, and you just click the X at the top, and yeah, that's the next step. So yeah guys, the next step is you need to download the original 2.2.1 firmware. If you don't have it, you can just click download. I already have it, it's right up there, you see. So then you just download it, and then what you need to do, you need to go to browse, firmware already found, don't mind it, that's just like a prototype. So you just click yes, and you go to desktop, because that's where it is, and you scroll down, it should be at the bottom. Don't use custom firmware, use iPod 2.2.1 5H11A _ restore, and click open. Then just wait for the moving firmware to be proceeded. And shit, it's not responding. Okay, while this is doing, actually just wait for a second. Make sure you have your iPod Touch at the ready. So there you go, that's done. So hook up your iPod Touch into your base, and as you see, it should come up. There you go, it's charging. So now wait for iTunes to come up. You don't need to exit it, just minimize it, put it at the bottom, and then I'll show you the next few steps. So just get rid of that. There you go, it says at the bottom iPod is connected in normal mode. Later you need to put it in DFU mode, but that doesn't matter for the minute. So yeah, once iTunes has came up, just wait for it to the bottom to flash. It should. No, it's not. Why the hell's Father Ted came up? There you go. So once that has came up, you've barely got anything there really. So you just minimize it, the little thing at the side, and then no, minimize. There you go. So yeah, once it says firmware copied, once you've done that 2.21 firmware, there should be a tick with libUSB and a tick with original 2.2.1 firmware. So yeah, you go to next. Make sure both of these, make sure the first one's ticked, the second one's only ticked if you want to change the logo. You've got that, or you can create your custom, but you need to make sure it's a PNG file. I'll have another link in the description where you can get most of the ones that you want. So the PNG file. Go on, I'll get this little dude. So yeah, then you click OK once you've done it, and then you click Create Firmware. Now this will take a good 5 to 10 minutes, so I'll come back after this is done. Okay guys, so once your thing has just created a custom firmware, then you need to click this box will come up, your IPSW has been completely and patched successfully. Okay, and then it'll come up with the box again. Don't worry about that, just click next. Now don't bother MSM. So first now you need to do is put it in DFU mode. If you don't know what this is, just click this button here, DFU instructions, and you turn your thing off. You turn your iPod Touch 2nd generation off, and then you just wait 5 seconds, as it showed you here, and you click done. Then you've got to hold both of the home and power button for 10 seconds, and once you hear the chime, which you should hear any second, yeah guys, after that, once you've done that, you click start pre-jailbreak. My iPod's not connected right now, but yeah, start pre-jailbreak, just wait for it to do. It'll do automatically and it'll come up with your jailbreak has been successful, and you just click next to continue. Right, on this bit, this is a bit tricky, but it's not really hard, trust me. So you go to get iTunes up, just do this right now. Just bear with me please. Come on, you bastard. Oh, sorry for all the kids out there, it does contain some strong language, but in the end it is all worth it, because the Untethered jailbreak is just, I don't know, amazing. Yes, so once your iPod is connected, then it'll come up with a button at the side here, and you just hold the shift button, which is that on the keyboard right there. Okay, you won't be able to see that. It's there. It's the second button in with an arrow going up. You just keep hold of that, and you left click on the restore button, and it'll come up with a search thing, and then you go to wherever your custom firmware is. I told you to keep it on the document on the desktop, and it will look like that. It would say, I'll zoom in now. There you go, it should say custom firmware. And you just double click on that and wait for it to restore to that, and yeah, your iPod Touch will be successfully jailbroken, untethered, and install Cydia, and there you go. Have some fun with your jailbroken iPod Touch 2nd generation firmware 2.2.1.